I just wish for one moment somebody would put a mic to Peter Douchebag in terms of all of the questions he's ever asked any White House press secretary, and then look at what's translated a while down. Because with Douchebag, it's all projection. It's all, well, somebody on a primetime, slime time Fox News said so-and-so, let me ask KJP a gotcha question. Or is, look at this poll. This poll's just come out and it says, can you believe at 7 in the morning in most places in America, the sun may come up. That's how ridiculous it is. KJP obviously has to treat him as an adult, has to take the question in a way that she's able to articulate an answer. Personally speaking, I would just say next. In all the time that Douchebag has been White House press correspondent, you could probably take the smallest pin, put it under a magnifying glass or a microscope, put all the contents of Douchebag's question, and not one question has ever had any element of facts, truth, relevance, or importance.
Why do you think Americans are so down on President Biden right now?
What do you mean?
I know you don't like to talk about polls like the 5 of 6 swing states that he is losing right now to somebody who is a criminal defendant. But more broadly, it doesn't seem like anything you guys are doing is making him more popular. Why do you think that is?
So you mentioned a criminal defendant, your words, not mine. So I want to be super mindful about how I answer this question, because obviously that criminal defendant is also in the race for 2024 election. So I'm going to be super mindful there. I will speak more broadly to what the American people are going through. Like, we understand. We are sensitive enough and open-minded enough to understand that this is, that not just this country, but globally, people have had to deal with a pandemic. And coming out of that pandemic.
Despite the fact that former Sniper Don Shitsy Pantsy, whatever his name is recording him today, swears all the time, apparently among some journalists in the White House briefing room, the fact that VP Harris expressed herself in the way she did and she used the F word, how dare she? Stop the world now!
Is that appropriate? Were you surprised she used that language? Was this a one-off, or can we expect similar language from the Vice President going forward?
So look, for those of you who have covered the Vice President, knows the Vice President, she's passionate about what she fights for. She is. And I think it's important to have someone who's passionate about what they're speaking about what they're trying to lift up. You've seen her be incredibly passionate about reproductive freedom and what's happening right now in this country when it comes to women's right, women's ability to choose, make really difficult decisions on their body. You've seen her talk about that with ending gun violence and encouraging young people to not let any obstacles get in the way. And so we're talking about someone who has broken glass ceilings, right? We're talking about someone who can speak to, about what it's like to go through that process. And so she's incredibly passionate, and I will leave it there. And, I could not be more proud to have her as someone that I look up to as Vice President, and I think many people here would say the same.
I read.
Thanks, Karine. A senior White House official recently met with some students and faculty at Morehouse College. Can you talk a little bit about some of the concerns raised from those students and faculty members and how the White House responded?
So what I can say is, and you're speaking about Steve Benjamin,
Exactly.
right, Mayor Benjamin, who is also the director of the Office of Public Engagement. I can confirm that he did have a meeting at Morehouse. I won't get into the specifics, but he regularly does this. He regularly goes on the road, hears directly from Americans. He directly, in this instance, would be students and faculty, obviously, and just don't have anything beyond that to share. The president is certainly looking forward to his commencement address this coming Sunday at Morehouse. He's looking forward to speaking not just to the students, but obviously families and loved ones who are here, who will be there to hear, to celebrate the students, but also to hear a message from this president. Don't have anything more to share, but I can certainly confirm that Steve Benjamin was at Morehouse recently.
And how